On March 12, 2021, following the Russian government's declaration of war against NATO and her allies, as well as the subsequent invasion of Northern Europe and Canada, the decision has been made to take the fight to Northern Europe. Task Force Spearhead is redeploying from CENTCOM to EUCOM control to stop Russian occupation and further gains, and to deploy as part of a larger force tasked with preventing evacuation from North America as the Remain Behind element complete their final sweeps to the coast. Spearhead's recent operations in northern Canada and Lithium Province, Afghanistan were able to disrupt Russian forces' momentum and are being redirected to Gotland Island, Sweden. Spearhead is being deployed to reinforce what native Swedish resistance still remains in the Gotland area, and to secure a strategic foothold in the Baltic Sea to prepare for a double envelopment of Russian forces in the AO. Spearhead is to report to Bagram Airfield for transport utilizing C-17s and C-130s from the U.S. Air Force's 455th Air Expeditionary Wing for retasking to Ramstein Air Base, Germany. They will then utilize native assets to reach the area of operational responsibility as fast as possible. By April 1st, 2021, Marines had secured the airfield and established a small operating base now known as Camp Liberty. From Camp Liberty, follow-up plans were being made to secure the nearby town of Rowan. The town of Rowan was once an important industrial port zone. Minimizing collateral damage to the sawmill, docks, and adjacent worker housing would be top of mind for the task force. The town is flanked by hills that make perfect positions for the task force's special operations teams. But before we get to the mission, a quick note from home.
Hi, Mom. It's Sergeant Karma with the 2nd Recon. We are on an island somewhere in the world fighting bad guys. Can't really talk much more about it than that. But if you're seeing this, tell Dad I said hi. Pet the dog for me. Don't forget to pray with the littles. And I love you. All right, let's get out of here.
At 12 p.m. on April 1st, the task force would leave the wire and begin the assault on Rowan. The city of Rowan wasn't the only objective. An artillery battery was located somewhere to the east of Rowan and would cause massive casualties if not stopped. Due to the nature of this threat, the newly acquired unit Misfit would be employed for the first time. Reaper would assault the city of Rowan directly. Viking would push behind enemy lines, then assault the sports stadium inside of Rowan. The HQ element remained on Hill 9-6 for the majority of the operation, conducting counter-sniper operations and utilizing their JTAC to control friendly skies.
Alright guys, the kickoff operation for Operation Northern Springs. Tonight's mission is Task Force Spearhead will conduct combat operations to liberate the city of Roan and surrounding area from Russian occupation and influence. My intent for tonight is we conduct combined combat operations resulting in destruction of the Russian forces in the city while minimizing collateral damage. Today's mission's 3rd ID will provide the main assault force to liberate the city of Roan. 75th Ranger Regiment will conduct a movement of contact patrol operations to locate and destroy artillery encampments in the city of Nutsker Plantation. Detachment 7 will conduct direct action operations to kill or capture the high-value individual Lieutenant Oriel Frolov. And 1st Cab will be conducting sea, close air support, cap, and transport as required. Tonight's end state is that Roan and surrounding areas free Russian forces, and we've caused minimal collateral damage to the infrastructure. So key intel is enemy HQ is located in the vicinity of the sports complex at 019852, which the det is currently tracking. We know that the enemy favors hardened positions and has placed minefields around the area to slow our advance, and that they have those artillery emplacements like we talked about earlier in vicinity of the Nutsker Plantage. For the cab, we know that there are enemy aircraft in the vicinity, and we can expect them to be used tonight to counter our advance, as well as the possibility of them using UAS and UAV systems. And we also know that the enemy HQ likely has more intelligence on additional Russian locations or plans in the vicinity of NAP. So anybody got any questions about tonight's op?
Yeah. Just
Leaders,
a
you got any
heads up
questions?
If he can hear.
Negative.
Apparently
Yep,
Objective
negative.
Hib.
All right, you're free to kick off as soon as we leave this building. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, he's going
I'll be right back.
Godfather, Misfit Juliet, be advised. Misfit's moving out to yellow checkpoint 1. Godfather, Misfit Juliet, be advised, choosing contact CP2.
Misfit Juliet, copy contact, CP2. Reaper, how you guys doing down there?
Your location this time will come.
What do you want my
Hold on a second. We gotta think of that direction. That's really what's keeping us down right now. So, any direction?